We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Throwing on first down. Knight on the catch. It's Crowder. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. From the gun, Knight. It's brought in by Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. On first down, this is Geis. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. That's a seam inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll hand it down to Geis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Detroit! To throw on 2nd down. Knight. And this one is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit!
Looking to throw. Knight. Jordan Reed has it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Geis, they'll try to run it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll give it to him up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Al Woods with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Luck on 1st down. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this.
Go.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Ebron with it over the middle. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They give him a gain of 37.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his arm. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. He'll get it up the middle.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run it with Matt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are in for 6. And his kick is good. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw. Knight. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Al Woods in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey. 4 down.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off play action. Knight. They'll roll him out right. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Looking to throw. Knight is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Knight out to the left. It's complete to Dodson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Redskins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Gun!
Back to throw. Knight completes it right side to Dodson. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance?
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And open right side. It's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Luck. And he connects with Ebron. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good for a Colt 1st down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck. On 1st down, Luck. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On 1st down, it's Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Vinatieri's kick is good. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 2nd down, here's Luck. He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. A big play there for Indy. 64 yards. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, don't you?
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Looking to throw. Knight. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Geis. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Knight. A deep ball for Dotson. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Dotson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Hopkins with the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Off of play action. Luck. Wide open receiver complete. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
On 1st and 10, Luck. Throw left side complete. It's Hines. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Here we go. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some good, strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Tempo.
They come up in an offset eye. A carry here for the big tight end. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts add on to their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no good plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's brought down after a good gain. An excellent pickup at 34 yards. Off the play fake. Knight. Now he's going to let it go deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Detroit. 319. Gun. All right, now, look at 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll go option to the short side. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that wasn't just a loss. That was a loss of big yardage there. So the sense you're starting to get is that offensively, things are starting to pile up against them, and they've got to find a way to stop that. Conversely, how about the great call by the defensive coordinator? He realized that he's got him on the run a little bit.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
And that's the way to distinguish yourself, Tyquan Lewis, because at Ohio State, it was tough to do. Plenty of guys just like him who could get after the quarterback. But in 2016, he was the Big Ten Defensive Lineman of the Year. He knows how to get upfield and create a little bit of havoc in the pocket.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Josh Hawkins with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Knight. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Gone!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Knight. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. Fourth down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also fourth. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Colts are going to win the football game. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with it.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing now. Luck. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Colts, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been...
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove. Big inside this case is once. Do me dirty, I'ma find you, lay your out on the flow. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that get this motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming from my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just a stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now he's wanna date us. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch they at my nose. Long nights I